personal and your business credit.
That is a trending topic actually out here in Las Vegas is credit management, especially with the pandemic and the loss of jobs.
Dun Bradstreet offers information on commercial credit as well as reports on businesses. So Dun Bradstreet.
You're listening to Visit Vegas Places with Coyal, your host, where we discuss real Vegas, real topics, real business with real owners. If you're tuning in, make sure you subscribe and welcome to Vegas, baby. You just hit the jackpot.
All right, welcome to Visit Vegas Places with Coyal, your host, where we discuss real Vegas, real topics, real business with real owners. And today, Las Vegas is going to receive a credit check from Credit Freedom Consultants. And today, I most definitely want to dedicate this show to my beloved Auntie Beverly Harrison. Yesterday was actually her birthday. Happy heavenly birthday, Auntie Becky. We definitely miss you. If she was alive, she definitely would have been down here in Vegas at Harrah's Casinos, which is her favorite casino to come every time she visit Vegas. A little history to give you on Harrah's is, which was her favorite. And one of my favorites also is Harrah's opened up in July 2nd, actually in 1973. And they opened up first as the Holiday Casino. It was a riverboat theme, and it was named Harrah's in April 1992 after William H. Harrah. And then they turned it to the Mardi Gras and Carnival theme. So I want to give that tribute to my Auntie Becky. We love you. Okay, so today we're going to speak on personal and business credit management. Today we have our guest, Damion McFarland with Credit Freedom Consultants. Damion, I thank you for coming as a guest and introduce yourself.
Hi, how you doing, Coyal? Thanks for having me. My name is Damion McFarland, and I was pretty much born in Indiana and moved to California, and went to school in California, Los Angeles area. And I'm here today with a good friend, Coyal, and we're here to talk about this personal credit and corporate credit.
That's right. Damion and I go back, actually a long way back before we even thought about this business. Back when we was flirting with dreams of music. Of course, we still have the talent, but we have other professions now. Damion, now you have Credit Freedom Consultants, which is out here in Las Vegas, doing good, hearing good things about you. Let us know a little about your business, Credit Freedom Consultants, and services you do offer.
Yes, Coyal, Credit Freedom Consultants. I started, say, around like 10 years ago. I was my first client. I had terrible credit at one point in my life, just about half of the world. So pretty much I was my first client. I took my credit from a 450
right.
And just say, it took me about a year, but I took my credit from a 450 to a 700 credit score. And that's how I was able to purchase my first piece of property in Las Vegas. I purchased a condo.
That's not bad. Okay. And that is a trending topic actually out here in Las Vegas is credit management, especially with the pandemic and the loss of jobs. Everybody's getting evicted. So credit management is real key and important. How can someone in Las Vegas or anywhere in the United States get with you, Damion, in order to repair their credit?
They could reach out to me. They could call me on my 888 number, which is 888-301-3810. They could also email me at 700@creditfreedomconsultants.com. And also they could check out my website at www.creditfreedomconsultants.com.
Right. And now, if someone in a scenario that was either in the state like how we started in business also, would I be able to get a line or any items for that help my business with my personal credit, or is there a difference from my personal business credit? And are you able to educate clients on that?
Yes, sir. I do consultations, and there is a difference in your personal and your business credit. Uh, your personal credit, you could, you could get lending, but you can't get as much lending as business. So I prefer people to get their personal credit up to like around a 680 to a 700, depending on what they're trying to do. And then if you have a LLC, I prefer that person to get an LLC and build that LLC up. And I normally build LLCs paydex scores up to a 80 paydex score or higher. And when you have a 80 paydex score along with a 700 personal credit score, just about every financial institute is going to approve you for whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah, and that sounds good. Now, what about there's a lot of working class that has bills or even hospital bills or older cell phone bills that technically are not even aware that are still on their credit, which are affecting them, which are either paid off and written off by that company and sold to another collection agency. And does that still affect the credit? And then all they have to do is just get that off, correct? And how long is it durable to stay on your credit before they can say, okay, this needs to come off? Is it still the 7 years thing? Let us know about that.
Yes, it takes up to just say about 7 years if you're not trying to do any type of credit repair or try to repair your credit on your own. Um, it takes up to 7 years to remove that stuff off your credit. That stuff will just be sitting there. Sometimes longer than that, because some people have school loans and they put the school loans in
Wow.
deferment, and that debt is
Right.
just sitting there. Same with evictions and repos. So the best thing to do is, I
Wow.
mean, if you have to save your money, use your tax return, to get your credit together. In this world, in this day and age, you want to be free. You want to be debt free.
That is correct. You definitely got to pay those bills. This is exactly what hopefully majority of Americans were doing with that stimulus money, is paying those bills off, especially if you had any intents on starting a business on your own. Now, you do also have a partner program. Shed a little light on this as far as that partner program, and this is for business owners.
Yeah, so this pretty much, if you are, my partner program works like this. If you are a mortgage, real estate, tax professional, attorney, auto dealer, or a professional in any industry that is dependent upon clients with good credit, if so, you can then partner with my company to make your clients credit worthy.
Now, see, there you go. And then how can they contact you again, Damion? Because that's interesting. Let them know again, how can they contact you?
Okay, they could contact me, Coyal, at once again, area code 888-301-3810.
Right. You hear that. Damion, shed a little light on what you think about those apps that are like Credit Karma, that are famous now for those who want to check their credit. Most of the millenniums, they're assuming like, okay, I see an advertisement of Credit Karma. Maybe I know I've had some things that I let go on. I didn't pay bills. I don't know where I stand at as far as my score. Let me get with Credit Karma. Now they are thinking this is the only step they have to take, is getting with Credit Karma. Credit Karma is not the only solution, correct? And like you said, those things that's been on there for 7 years, I'm sure there's actions that needs to be done and processes before those can get removed, which aren't being taken. Why these people are sitting around not even knowledgeable of what their score are.
Yes, Coyle, you are so correct. Credit Karma is not that bad. Credit Karma it's a good app to use, but Credit Karma is not accurate because Credit Karma they pull a soft pull. So to get an
Gotcha.
accurate credit FICO score reading, you would want to go to Identity IQ or Privacy Guard,
Mm.
and also that's credit protection also. But Credit Karma, it has its good uses. But if you want an accurate credit score reading and a full credit report, I refer going to Identity IQ.
Right, and that does make sense because most definitely, if you want to deal with any kind of credit management firm like yourself, you would definitely need that. I also have myself IQ, Identity IQ, and which I am aware that the Credit Karma only gives you the TransUnion and Equifax, which leads off the Experian, and all three are important in some factor. Is that correct, Damion?
That is very correct, Coyle. I see you've been doing your homework. Because it's very important to get all three credit reports.
That's right. Now, one thing I want to shed light on as far as when we were talking about business credit is one thing that you taught me when I sat down with you a while ago when I started was the Dun Bradstreet number, which I had no clue on. Let's educate our audience on Dun Bradstreet. Just shed a little light, not get too deep on it, but just shed a little light for them.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this nice and simple about the Dun Bradstreet. Dun Bradstreet offers information on commercial credit as well as reports on businesses. So Dun Brad is just like Dun Brad runs all the businesses worldwide, runs their
Right.
credit, and you get a credit score that's generated. That's called a paydex score. In the business world, yes, sir. And
so I know that number for that Brad and that Dun Bradstreet score is important. What you explain is a number you need to be aware of as the same as your personal credit score. If you definitely do a business, you need to treat both of those the same. Correct.
that is correct.
Yeah. So you assume the food truck guy knows his Dun Bradstreet number?
Coyle, honestly, like I go out and do my, hit the streets to see what my local businesses are doing. And a lot of these guys are making the money, but they have no clue about Dun & Bradstreet or a paydex score. And I just try to educate them on if they had a Dun & Bradstreet number or a paydex score, they could scale their business to the next level.
Right. I bet so. Shoot, nowadays you got to be on with all these investment apps and all that. The dope man probably knows his Dun & Bradstreet number. Everything's available to you. Yes, sir. So one thing, what about with a lot of online consumers rising and kids are going back to school, colleges are opening up. Are there any advice to high schoolers? Any high schoolers or any freshmen in college listening? What's your advice to get the heads up on getting in front of their credit score that you would advise to them?
Okay, what I have done with my kids, Green, and a lot of parents is pretty much the parents. Because see, a lot of people don't know at when your kids turn 13, now you can add them on to your credit cards. So at the age of 13. So just say you start adding your kids on to your credit cards at the age of 13. By the time they hit 18, they will have a 700 or higher credit score.
Right. See, now that's what I'm talking about. See, that's information that the public doesn't know, especially if you got your mind right. Something the dope man probably knows too. If their kid's not on dope, they can add on their kids and everything is successful. When they grow up, they can lead them off the nest and everything's good. I like that right there. I don't think I'm ready for that just yet. All right. Now, what about secured or unsecured cards? You think that is good or key? Which way would you go if you was new to credit?
Okay, if you were new to credit, secure cards and regular cards are both great. Secure cards are pretty much for people getting started in the credit world. So secure cards are great. You would have to get some secure cards in order to build your credit history. So yes, secure cards are great, Coyle.
All right. Now, what's the lowest in your business have you ever seen a score? I gotta hear that. What's the lowest you ever seen?
To be honest with you, Coyle, I see no scores all day, which no score is better than a score of 400 credit score because there's nothing on the credit. So I see zero credit scores all day, and a zero credit score, all it needs is some credit history. Yes, zero.
Are you serious? There's zeros that exist? So you mean to tell me there's people who got zeros out there, and if they pay, like, say, for instance, an old Boost, let's say they pay an old Boost mobile bill, and then they from when they had a chirp, they ain't pay it, and they pay that old bill, and they had a zero. You mean when that 3 months and they credit updates, they might be at an 8? That can happen.
That's funny. No, it doesn't work like that, Coyle.
Okay.
Most let me break it down for you, Coyle. A zero credit score in some cases is better than a 400 credit score because most of the people with a zero credit score never used their credit score before. So a zero credit score would be like your son's credit, your daughter's credit score because they never used their credit before.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Now here I am. I'm thinking the worst, because I've been down in the grid before, and I know what the 400 game feels like. But I'm thinking that somebody's been to zero and they didn't entirely messed up and went down to 400, 300, 200, and then that last Columbia House bill with the CDs they owe just knocked them down to zero. That's what I was thinking. I didn't think about the newcomers. I was thinking about somebody who's just majorly messed their credit up and went down to zero, or even just might got 13. Like, what's your score? I'm at a 13. You ever heard that?
No, I've never seen a 13. About the lowest is a zero, and then I've seen like just say a 400. That was about the lowest I have seen.
So they make you feel better. Like 400 is the cap. Like you go anything under 400. It's just 400. When you in that 400 zone, you in the 0 to 400 zone. All right, man. Hey, so the Nerd Wallet let me know I was looking at some 8 ways to build credit fast, and they had 1 for pay bills on time, 2 make frequent payments, and 3 was ask for a higher credit limit. How could I ask for a higher credit limit?
Okay, to honestly, Coyle, to ask for a credit increase, your credit account needs to be up to par, and you need to at least have a 680 FICO score to get a credit increase.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Now they had number 4 at dispute credit report errors, and then that's something your business consists of, correct?
That is correct, Coyle.
And then we have 5, become an authorized user. What do they mean by become an authorized user?
Become an authorized user is what I was explaining to you earlier. That's when you add someone onto your existing credit account already. and
Mm-hmm.
you add
Gotcha.
them on as an authorized user.
Gotcha. Makes sense. And now, and then that helps that person who I add builds their credit up themselves as I add them.
Yes, sir. Because they, what the 3 credit bureaus do is take their credit history, and that credit history goes
Gotcha.
on to your credit history now. So you inherit their credit history pretty much.
Makes sense. Now, they had 6 that use a secured credit card, which you mentioned, and then 7 they say keep credit cards open, which I'm assuming make that payment on time and keep them open, don't close them out. Correct? Even if you're not using them, just keep it open. Is that correct?
That is correct, Coyal. Never shut down a existing account. Never close it down. It's going to lower your credit score. Keep it open. Just don't use it.
Gotcha. And then 8 was mix it up. What do they mean by mix it up?
They mean mix it up by mixing up, different accounts. Just say you go out here and just say get you a car. Get you a card, and then you go out here and get you an American Express credit card, and just keep the little accounts mixed up. You just don't want to have all credit cards.
Right. Yeah, they want to keep your hands in the pot. They want you always chasing a bag. Like, get a new bag, basically.
Correct. They want you to keep having revolving accounts, things like that,
Makes sense. Hey, man, that sounds good. Again, Damion McFarland, Credit Freedom Consultants. Damion, how can we reach you? Give them the phone number and website for us, please.
Yes. Once again, you can reach me at area code 888-301-3810. And my website is www.creditfreedomconsultants.com.
Yes, sir. Damion, on the Visit Vegas Places, we have a little fun on this at the end with each of our guests. And you're going to be involved in this game we call This or That. So what I'm going to give you is this or that, and you give me one of the answer of your preference, either this or that, whether you use it or not, or done it or not. Just give me an educated guess. All right. So your first one, we're going to go with this or that. So when I give you the this or that, you let me know the preference from this or that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with your first one. And we're going to go with Taxes Done by Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block.
H&R Block.
Good one. All right. How about this one? Bank of America or Wells Fargo, Damion?
To be honest with you, Coyal, I'll go with B of A, Bank of America.
Bank of America. Okay. What about Chase or U.S. Bank? Chase or U.S. Bank?
I'm gonna go with Chase with that one. Chase is Chase isn't too bad. I'll go with Chase.
I like your taste. You have real good taste. Love your taste. And then this last one is a good one. Oldie but goodie. A Benz or a Beamer?
I love both the cars, Coyal, but I would have to go with a BMW.
Oh, he said a BMW. All right. Appreciate that. So now our next one is very, very Vegas. I always see how all my guests see how very, very Vegas you are. Now, this first question, we're going to, if you can't give the answer, of course, just give us an educated guess. So the first question for you on how very, very Vegas you are is, what year Caesar Palace opened? What year did Caesar Palace open?
I'm going to guess here, Coyal, 1970.
1970. Oh, 19. That was a pretty good guess. So the actual answer of the year that Caesar Palace opened, let's see, is 1966, baby. Actually, August 5th, 1966. August 5th was their 55th birthday. They actually opened back then. And when they opened, they had the world's largest chandelier. It was 96 feet long and 66 feet wide, constructed with 100,000 crystals. It was quoted in a review journal. At that time, even Julius or Augustus would have been envious. That's funny. Yeah. All right, man. But so we're going chicken crazy here in Las Vegas. You got a little chicken spot that you like that you might want to share with us that I can try on my next review?
Yes, sir, I do. I love Soul Food Cafe. They have some of the best fried chicken and soul food. Soul Food Cafe is awesome. They're located right here on what is that? Rainbow. I can't think right now. Rainbow and Warm Springs. Rainbow and Warm Springs. I had a little brain fart there.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nice little area.
Warm Springs and Rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow and Warm Springs. So it's that Soul Food Cafe. I got to try them out. They have collard greens.
Yes, they have collard greens, and also they have this Cuban place called Bosa Rojas. They're good also. They make some great chicken also. They're located on Sahara and Maryland.
Okay. I got to try both of those out. Definitely going to try both of those out. I appreciate that with the updates on those spots because, I'm a foodie myself and I eat big, baby. What's your favorite dish out here that you really like to get at either one that you love to eat before you really start your work of, your day of work?
I like the red snapper dinner at Bosa Rojas. They take the whole fish, the whole red snapper, and fry it. It's delicious, including the head, the eyes, and all of that. It's delicious.
Oh, man. I got to try that. You been to the Circa yet?
Yes, I have. It's a great place. I like the...
Yes. That sports bar is immaculate.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I love their sports bar.
The stadium, the stadium theme with the TVs is just, man, you sit there, man, you glued there, you lose track of time. They did good with that sports bar. It is one of a kind. It is.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. So we're going to wrap it up.
Pools outside.
Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to wrap it up, Damion. I want to thank you for joining me. Definitely leave the guests with your number and your website before we head out, please.
Yes, sir. Once again, my number is area code 888-301-3810. And my website is www.creditfreedomconsultants.com. And my email is 700@creditfreedomconsultants.com.
Yes, sir. And there you have it. You guys know who I am. Visit Vegas Places with Coyal, episode 2. I want to thank you again, Damion McFarland. You guys make sure you get in touch with him if your credit is messed up or you need to have some kind of acknowledgement of where you stand with your credit. Damion McFarland at Credit Freedom Consultants is the man. Okay, let's give it up to him. And I want to thank you guys. Okay. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much, Coyal.